Hi, this is Russ Irizarry. Thanks for joining me. This is short sale training video number 3, pre-foreclosure, know your options, part 2. This is the second part of a two-part series that we're doing on your options to pre-foreclosure. The information contained in this presentation should not be considered legal or tax advice. There's two categories of options if you're in pre-foreclosure. We discussed the options for staying in the house in the prior video. We spoke briefly about the refinance, the repayment plan, the forbearance, the loan modification, and bankruptcy. In this video, we're going to be discussing the options for moving from the house, and those include a deed in lieu of foreclosure. The second option is walking away and doing nothing, resulting in foreclosure. And to me, that's the absolute worst thing you can do. And finally, the third option is what is known as a short sale, a very popular way of selling your home in this market. Okay, so let's get into detail about your options for moving from the house. The deed in lieu of foreclosure. In the deed in lieu, you're allowed to voluntarily transfer your property to the bank without going through the full foreclosure process. Essentially, the owner gives the deed back to the bank. It shortens the process for the bank with less costs. Mostly they save on legal fees. And it has the same negative impact on your credit as a foreclosure. It's a black mark for 7 years. The court is not involved in a deed in lieu of foreclosure. This is an agreement that's arrived at between yourself and the bank, and this is not an option. The deed in lieu is not an option if there's more than one mortgage or lien on the house. The deed in lieu of foreclosure is also known as a voluntary foreclosure. And basically what you're doing is just accelerating the foreclosure process. If you're scheduled to foreclose in 6 months or a year from now via auction, basically you're just going to accelerate that process and hand your keys over to the bank. In my opinion, this is not a very good option for you because you're walking right into a foreclosure. You're accelerating the process. Basically, you're just helping the bank out by saving them less, by saving them money, but the impact on you and your credit will be the same. Okay, the second option is walking away and doing nothing, resulting in foreclosure. It is unfortunate that one of the most common options by homeowners is to do nothing, and this is most likely due to fear, confusion, and lack of knowledge of all the available options. Doing nothing is absolutely the worst option because of the negative effects of foreclosure will have on your credit and your future. It'll be very difficult to find a place to rent, finance a car, or apply for employment. Every time your credit is pulled, your foreclosure will come back to haunt you. Um, Unfortunately, correct. This is what many homeowners are doing, just walking away from the house and doing nothing. But I think that basically this is just because of a lack of understanding that there are options out there. And finally, the third option, and in my opinion, the best option for moving from your house is the short sale. And of course, the short sale would apply to you if your property is worth less than your mortgage amount. If your property is worth more than your mortgage, then you don't need to sell it short. You can sell your property outright because you have equity in it. But if your property is worth less than your mortgage, then the short sale would apply to you. In a short sale, the bank agrees to accept what is owed to settle the mortgage in full, a discounted payoff, and release its lien upon the sale. So, for example, if the home sells for 300,000 because that's what it's worth, but the mortgage balance is 450. That basically means you're upside down by about 150,000. Okay, so you would need to sell your house for less than the mortgage balance to get it sold because you're upside down. There's clear advantages to a short sale versus a foreclosure for both the homeowner and the bank in virtually all situations. And we're going to be discussing the short sale in detail in a future video. But just to give you the basics, a short sale occurs when the proceeds of a real estate sale fall short of the mortgage owed on the property. In 2008, short sales accounted for about 11% of all U.S. home sales. In Miami-Dade County, short sales make up about 36% of all homes on the market. In Miami-Dade County, over 3,244 short sales have closed successfully from January 1st to December 31st, 2009, and those homeowners were able to successfully avoid foreclosure. And the above data is derived from the Southeast Florida MLS. For more information on the foreclosure process, please go to my website, shortsalemymortgage.com. Download my free report, How to Stop Foreclosure with a Short Sale. Thank you for watching this video.